fixations?
It would be maps and maps online, like Google Maps. Like anytime there's like something happens, it's kind of like you hear something on the news, like you just kind of constantly I wonder where that is, and I need to know where that is now instantly. And so I think maps constantly with that, yeah, because everything else comes and goes, right? And so that's a constant.
Name something you consider a mind-altering work of art. Any media, not your own.
Yeah, it's definitely that last record I made. You know, Sgt Peppers is incredible. That is mind altering, especially during the year it was made and the time that was happening with music. Even then, yeah, I would have to go with that. That still blows me away. Ever since I heard it when I was probably 12, you know, so even now it still blows me away. So I'm gonna go with Sgt Peppers, I think.
What do you fear most?
Ooh, fear. What do I fear most? It sounds really kind of new age and cheesy, almost, but I really do fear that like I'm not getting enough out of life. And it sounds, again, I know how it kind of comes across, but like that is what I fear. Like I do fear that, you know, this life is gonna pass soon. Maybe not soon, but eventually. And so I definitely feel like I need to go and do things and do cool things and go on the road and tour and play music and travel. And I guess it kind of goes into that mindset of like, you know, being interested in maps and seeing other things. So yeah, I definitely fear not doing enough.
What has been your strangest celebrity encounter?
I worked in a coffee shop. It was like a kind of second cup wannabe when I was 18 years old. And it was, I can't believe it survived even for like the year that it was open for, because it was just like nobody ever came in. And except for one day where just a storm of people came in that were completely unrelated to each other. And I think her name is Tia Carrere, an actress who was in Wayne's World. And she came in, and so at this point, you know, she's with someone we kind of, like the guy I was working with instantly recognized her. Because I have kind of like, you know, I can't recognize celebrities. It's strange. But anyways, the point of this is that I made her a very bad cappuccino. And she even commented on it that this is not a cappuccino. This is a latte. So that would definitely be my strangest celebrity encounter, I think.
What has been your most memorable or inspirational gig? One you have played or attended, maybe both, and why?
Okay, again, this is going to sound a bit of a sort of one that's like a little, like you wouldn't kind of think it to see it because it's just the nature of it, but I saw Paul Westerberg play solo at the Phoenix, and at the time I was just like, you know, just in love with Replacements, and that was the only time I think he came to Toronto in the last like decade. And it was just like, again, like one person, one acoustic guitar, and it was just amazing, and like even like smashed an acoustic guitar, and like I just thought that was so cool. Like who does that, you know? But yeah, I think seeing Paul Westerberg at the Phoenix was great. That was, I think I'm gonna go with that answer.
Well, all right, that's 5.
All right,
Awesome.
fantastic.
Wicked.